Hello, I welcome you all to learn about quantitative research in education. Today we are going to discuss about the very important thing and very important topic, which is selecting quantitative research topics. Before specifically discussing about choosing quantitative research based topic, I want to discuss how to choose a research topic generally. First, if you are ever asked to brainstorm the topic for your research, then you should never do that thing. Yes, you should never do that. You just can't choose a research topic by thinking randomly. Instead, review literature, find gaps that which concepts have not been researched in your area yet. Identify theoretical, methodological, conceptual, practical gaps in your area of interest. Only after that you will be able to select a well-informed research topic. Secondly, you can also study the top journals of your discipline, read special issues to get familiarized about the trends and issues in your area of study. It is very important to choose a researchable topic. A non-researchable topic means a question about which you can't collect data by quantitative, qualitative, or mixed method approach and have an impossibility of empirical investigation. I remember one of my classmates chose to do research on impact of prayers on student success. Well, you may consider it a researchable topic, but in my point of view, it is not because it is a superficial phenomena according to me. Your research topic should be specific and to the point. You just can't address all problems in one research paper. In addition, your research topic should be very relevant to your field of study. For example, if you are a teacher or any person who is related to the field of education, then you should avoid choosing research topics which are not related to your field. Irrelevant topics are not appreciable in developed countries' education system. Even such research papers make your profile doubtful, so avoid doing that. It is also equally important to either choose topic according to the expertise of your supervisor or choose supervisor according to your interest of study. If you choose someone who is not familiar with your area of interest, then he or she will have to study double to supervise you or give you feedback that most likely the supervisors avoid. The other most recommended thing which should be kept in mind is to ensure that your topic is up to date and does not study old concepts. Like, you are living in 21st century, so you should choose modern approaches and techniques to answer your research questions. The purpose of research is to solve any problem and suggest some actions, policy recommendations to reduce the problem. Therefore, your research topic should aim at solving a genuine problem but justified with literature review in your context. In line to this, you should conduct research on topics which spark your own interest. You should be able to enjoy the research process, only then you will be able to do it with heart. One other important thing I want to highlight here is that you should avoid taking research topics about which you can't collect data. An example of that is you may select a research problem which needs to collect data from sexually harassed females. Now think for a while that will any female be comfortable to share that data? Probably no. Likewise, while doing literature review, you should also look for valid and reliable tools, the data collection tools, to conduct your study. One of the best advices I have ever been given in my life is that to think of analyzing data before collecting it. In quantitative research, there are many ways to analyze the data. Therefore, you need to have data analysis technique in your mind before selecting the topic. Finally, your research topic should be in the limit of ethics and moral and should not offend any person. I hope you are now able to choose the research topic. Now coming to the main point, that how to choose quantitative research related topics. So the first is to be able to clarify the purpose of your study, that whether you want to describe anything or you want to compare something, you want to make a correlation, you want to experiment, or you want to meta-analyze the existing studies. So your research topics should come from that purpose. Also, you need to determine the variables that whether you want to measure, manipulate, or control. And there are different types of variables, but usually they are categorical, continuous, independent, dependent, and controlled. So within categorical, there are nominal variables, dichotomous, and ordinal variables. And within continuous, there are interval and ratio variables. And then there are independent and dependent variables, which I have already described in the previous video. Then if you want to conduct your data or your research study from large population, then your research design will be quantitative research, because one of the characteristics of quantitative research is that data is collected from large sample. Last, frame the questions by following those steps. Another way to frame your research question is to follow the PICO framework. PICO is PICO, which is an acronym. This process is usually used in clinical practices or health sciences. It is mostly used in evidence-based practices, and the P stands for problem, I stands for intervention, C stands for comparison, and O stands for outcomes. This explanation is in the context of clinical and health sciences. However, if we conceptualize it in the educational system or educational research, then P is problem. We can have problem in education that we explain in our research design. And from intervention, we can give the application of a theory or a method or a topic of interest. Then we compare with other theory or approach. Then finally we have hypothesis. A well-formulated research question should incorporate these components, and this process or framework can be used universally for every scientific endeavor in any discipline with all study design. An example of PICO in the context of educational sciences is problem can be like it is an example. A problem can be lack of students' attention in mathematics classroom. And an intervention which can be done is to use digital game-based learning approach. And the comparison can be drawn between digital game-based learning approach and lecture method. Then if outcomes are in favor of digital game-based learning, then there will be increased attention of students in gamified setting, because they will be learning by playing, and their assessment will be done automatically by playing game. So that's how they can enjoy and be attentive in the class. Yeah, this is all about this lecture, and in the next lecture we will describe about structure of different types of research questions based on variables and sample involved. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please write in comment and share this informative channel with your friends or colleagues. Thanks again. Bye.